Yesterday, on November the 4th, 2018, a referendum on independence was held in the French overseas territory of New Caledonia. According to the Canadian and Quebecois newspaper Le Devoir, 56.4% of those participants who cast valid votes opposed independence, while 43.6% voted in favor. So, where is New Caledonia? It's in the southwest Pacific Ocean, 1,210 kilometers east of Australia and 20,000 kilometers from metropolitan France. The archipelago, part of the Melanesia subregion, includes the main island of Grande Terre, the Loyalty Islands, the Chesterfield Islands, the Belep Archipelago, the Isle of Pines, and a few remote islets. The Chesterfield Islands are in the Coral Sea. Locals refer to Grande Terre as Le Caillou, the Pebble. It has a land area of 18,576 square kilometers, and according to the August 2014 census, its population is about 269,000 inhabitants. They are divided between or mixed between Kanak people, the original inhabitants of New Caledonia, people of European descent, Caldoche and Metropolitan French, Polynesian people, mostly Wallisians, and Southeastern Asian people, as well as a few people of Pied Noir or Blackfoot and North African descent. The territory's capital is Nouméa. France annexed New Caledonia in 1853, made it into an overseas territory in 1946, and then into a special collectivity in 1999. According to an estimate in 2017, its population is about 279,000 people. Its per capita GDP per capita, nominal GDP per capita estimate in 2011 was $38,921 US dollars. So in Oceania, a very high figure. The earliest traces of human presence in New Caledonia date back to the Lapita period, from about 1600 BC to about 500 AD. The Lapita were highly skilled navigators and agriculturists with influence over a large area of the Pacific. In September 1853, under orders from Emperor Napoleon III, Admiral Février Despointes took formal possession of New Caledonia. Captain Louis-Marie François Tardy de Montravel founded Port-de-France, or Nouméa, in June 1853. New Caledonia became a penal colony, in other words, a colony where prisoners were forcibly transported in 1864, and until 1897 France sent about 22,000 criminals and political prisoners to New Caledonia. In 1864, nickel was discovered on the banks of the Diao River. Europeans brought new diseases such as smallpox and measles, which caused the deaths of many natives. By 1953, French citizenship had been granted to all New Caledonians, regardless of ethnicity. Between 1976 and 1988, conflicts between French government actions and the Kanak independence movement saw periods of serious violence and disorder. The Matignon Agreements, signed in June 1988, ensured a decade of stability. The Nouméa Accord, signed in May 1998, set the groundwork for a 20-year transition that gradually transfers competencies to the local government. So, New Caledonia's citizens have French citizenship and vote for the French president. They also have a right to vote in elections to the European Parliament. Its 54-member territorial Congress is composed of members of 3 provincial assemblies. New Caledonia elects 2 deputies and 2 senators to the French Parliament. For 25 years, the party system in New Caledonia was dominated by the anti-independence, the Rally UMP. This dominance ended with the emergence of a new party, Avenir Ensemble, also opposed to independence, but considered more open to dialogue with the Kanak movement, which is part of the Kanak and Socialist National Liberation Front, a coalition of several pro-independence groups. The customary Senate is the assembly of the various traditional councils of the Kanaks and has jurisdiction over the law proposals concerning the Kanak identity. Kanak people have recourse to customary authorities regarding civil matters such as marriage, adoption, inheritance, and some land issues. The armed forces of New Caledonia, in French Forces Armées de Nouvelle-Calédonie, FANC, include about 2,000 soldiers. Okay, according to website, 56.9% of voters chose to remain with France. In other words, then there would have been 43.1% voting for independence. This was the second referendum on independence in New Caledonia. This archipelago is divided into 3 provinces: South Province or Province Sud, North Province, Province Nord, and Loyalty Islands Province or Province des Îles Loyauté. Furthermore, it's divided into 33 municipalities. It is a part of Zealandia, a fragment of the ancient Gondwana supercontinent. The climate is tropical with a hot and humid season from November to March, with temperatures between 27 and 30 degrees Celsius, and a cooler dry season from June to August, with temperatures between 20 and 23 degrees Celsius, linked by 2 short interstices. The average annual temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. The tropical climate is strongly moderated by the oceanic influence and the trade winds that attenuate humidity, which can be close to 80%. New Caledonia has many unique taxa, especially birds and plants. It has the richest diversity in the world per square kilometer. In its botany, not only species but entire genera and even families are unique to the island and survive nowhere else. The biodiversity is caused by Grande Terre's central mountain range, which has created a variety of niches, landforms, and microclimates where endemic species thrive.